Hello there. It's time to resume the course. Last time, we discussed the ways you can prevent and control contamination. In this lesson, we will cover food poisoning in detail and various illnesses that can occur. We have a lot to cover, so please watch carefully. As we know, food poisoning is the term for illnesses caused by ingestion of spoiled or contaminated food, and usually results in vomiting, diarrhea, fever and flu-like symptoms, often in combination. Usually, you can treat yourself at home. In a food business, you must stay at home until at least 2 days after symptoms have disappeared. In most cases, symptoms are usually gone within a week. Remember, you are most infectious up to 2 days after symptoms have passed. Food poisoning is caught by eating food contaminated with pathogenic bacteria or viruses. This occurs when food is not cooked, reheated or warmed properly, stored inappropriately, left out for too long, handled by someone who is ill, handled by someone who hasn't washed their hands, consumed or cooked after its use by date. Mostly high-risk foods cause food poisoning, but any food can in the right circumstances. Now let's talk about the various kinds of foodborne illnesses, starting with Salmonella. This list is going to be a long one, so please bear with it. It is caused by the bacterium Salmonella bongora and can come from undercooked chicken, meat, seafood and eggs. It takes about 72 hours to kick in and can last up to a week. Symptoms include stomach cramps, diarrhea, vomiting, fever, and dehydration. Prevention measures include proper thawing and cooking of food and separation from ready-to-eat foods. Next is Clostridium perfringens. This bacterial illness occurs in the soil and rotting plant matter and can be caused by undercooked meat. Symptoms include stomachache, intestinal cramps, fever, diarrhea, and vomiting, and takes about 8 to 12 hours to feel these symptoms. Prevention can be ensured by storing such food at temperatures of at least 63 degrees centigrade and cooling it within 90 minutes of cooking. Now for Campylobacter enteritis. One of the most common food poisoning bacteria can come from poorly cooked meat or chicken, especially when stored improperly in warm weather and by contaminated milk. It takes about 2 to 5 days to feel the symptoms, which are bloody diarrhea, stomach and intestinal pain, fever, headaches, vomiting, and nausea, and lasts for 3 to 6 days. Good general kitchen hygiene is the best control for Campylobacter. Next up, let's talk about Listeria. This bacterium can wind up in your body by any high-risk foods, particularly unpasteurized milk and its products. Often has similar symptoms to other foodborne diseases, fever, vomiting and diarrhea, when it may remain undiagnosed. Listeriasis can be fatal and can easily multiply in refrigerators. It can live in temperatures below 3 degrees centigrade, and it can last from 3 days to several weeks. Control measures include good food hygiene practices like thorough washing of food, proper cooking and serving reheated food piping hot. It can be cured with antibiotics in severe cases. Let's not forget about dysentery, folks. It is caused by the Shigella bacterium, which is highly infectious. In fact, there are 2 main forms of dysentery: bacillary, also known as shigellosis, and amoebic, also known as amoebiasis. Shigella is mainly passed on by touch or by food, particularly vegetables, fruit, and salad, washed in untreated water. Symptoms are diarrhea containing blood or mucus, along with severe stomach cramps, nausea and vomiting, and a fever of 38 degrees centigrade and above. Regular washing of the hands with soap or disinfectant and water is extremely important. Wash clothes and bedding on the hottest cycle in the washing machine. And lastly, we will know about norovirus. Not all foodborne illnesses are caused by bacteria. Several are caused by viruses, of which it is most frequently encountered. It is popularly known as the winter vomiting bug, the most frequent cause of gastroenteritis, with a worldwide toll of 685 million cases annually. Sources are human fecal matter in water or food, and it can be passed by air and touching. Symptoms include nausea and vomiting, headaches, flu-like fever symptoms, diarrhea and dehydration accompanied by painful intestinal cramps. It can only be stopped by using best practice hygiene standards in the workplace and everyday life. In this module, you learnt about the particular bacterial and viral causes of what is generally known as food poisoning or foodborne illnesses. Do re-watch if you have any doubts, and see you in the next video.